Hello and welcome back to the Puncher's Chance YouTube channel. I am joined by the first ever female Welsh title holder, Victoria Perkins. Victoria, how are you feeling?
I honestly can't describe it. I wanted it to happen. I worked as hard as I could to make it happen in the ring. I'd done everything to make it happen. I think my reaction when I won says enough.
Everyone ringside, myself, Ben, Chris Sanagar, everyone there, Dan, the general consensus was this was a performance from yourself that we haven't seen yet, that a level you brought from within you that we haven't seen. Is that something you would feel from yourself, that this was by far the best version of yourself you've shown?
Yeah, with the past few fights I don't think we've come out of second gear. We've said it in the gym, we've said it on basically all interviews. But yeah, we knew for a fact we had to start in third, let alone come out in first and second. So I done what I needed to do and my work showed.
And how much did Ashley demand that from you, demand you to go out of first and second gear? She pressed you a lot, she kept the pressure on. Did she make the best of your fight?
Yeah, she wouldn't leave. We did train for it, we did have the prep in the gym, so we knew that was what was coming. We didn't expect any less. She was a lot tougher than any of us had expected, and we'll give her that. I've said that to her, I spoke to her in the changing rooms before I'd done all this. But yeah, without Ashley it wouldn't have been a fight.
And history's been made, obviously. History's been made. It's the first belt. It's, I believe that belt is that the one that Angelo's been holding?
Yes.
But you'll get your own belt. We don't know what it's going to look like yet. But how nice will it be to have that belt in the house, in the bed, in the shower, everywhere you go?
Do you know, it's definitely coming with me everywhere for next week. I'm not going to be able to put it down. It's going to come everywhere, no matter what's going on.
And you mentioned in the build-up, we spoke to you yesterday at the weigh-in, your grandfather was who you were fighting for tonight, and how proud would he be of that performance you put in there tonight?
Do you know what? As soon as my hand got raised, I was about to cry. I was in tears before my hand got raised at the end of the day. I'd done it all for him. Without him, I probably wouldn't be where I am. I'd go to his house after every fight to go watch it. He'd sit there analysing it, telling me what I'd done right and what I'd done wrong. So without him, I wouldn't be here right now.
And with the utmost respect to Ashley, did you feel before your hand was raised that you'd won that fight? Were you fairly confident in the fact that you were going to get the decision?
Yeah, I kind of knew I was winning. I knew comfortable, and like I said, in the corner team, I know your corner's gonna try and big you up, but you could see the difference in how we were sitting in the corner. And I knew by that last bell what the result was going to be.
And how important was Tony? Obviously, the man has trained world champions. The man's trained, every level that there needs to be. Here he is. How good was Tony for you in this fight?
He done everything I needed him to do. Every second, coming back to the corner, he didn't sugarcoat anything. He told me exactly how it needed to be. He told me if I needed to up the work. He told me what I was doing right, told me what I was doing wrong. Without him, I wouldn't have done it at the end of the day.
And what would you have said if he wasn't standing behind me now?
The same thing, obviously.
And now, obviously, you've got that title and it's historic and you'll want to enjoy it, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you, what's next? What's the aspirations? What's the dreams going forward?
Do you know what? We've made history, but this isn't when my history is going to end. I want to get up. I want to keep going up the ladder, work my way up to the bigger opportunities.
And you spoke about your fight against Lindsay, which was we were at, and it was actually in many ways a similar performance from Lindsay that Ashley brought. And how much were you able to learn from that performance about what you need to do in order to get the victory?
I definitely learned that I need to come out to the first and second gear. At the end of the day, I didn't show up enough on that day, and I've accepted that. I've told everyone the same thing, so I've worked on it. We've become what we are, and now we're Welsh champ.
And to your opponent, Ashley, as well, I mentioned, obviously, you had that loss on your record, and this was the first loss on her record. How much is that going to affect her, or do you think, like yourself, she can walk past that and go on to bigger and better things despite the loss to yourself?
I think in this game, if you do want to keep going, and I know it sounds really horrible, but you do kind of just need to brush it off, get your ass back in the gym, work as hard as you can to get better again. If you're going to sit in the corner and pout, you're not going to get anywhere in the boxing game. So, like I said, I went to see her afterwards, let her rest, let her recover, see what she goes into next.
And you're the best female in your division in Wales. Anyone is coming this way or looking for a fighter out of Wales, you're going to be the first name on the list. You're the best to come out of it. What does that mean for you? Is that British titles that you're dreaming of? Maybe Commonwealth titles, fights taking you elsewhere? Is that the dream?
Do you know what? My management have got it all sorted. I think we've already got a couple of things in the pipeline. We knew for a fact that winning this fight was going to open the doors. So Mark spoke to me. He is my manager. We had a little chat, and I think we've got a good plan coming in place.
Obviously, you can't say anything in particular, but does it involve a slightly sunnier destination than Wales, perhaps?
It does, yeah.
Fair enough. Well, we'll leave it at that. We won't make you say anything that'll get you in trouble. Thank you for all your time in the build-up, at the weigh-ins, at the face-to-face. Thank you for making history, and thank you for putting on a brilliant fight.
Thank you.